Hello, Sarah Mandy here, and I want to share a story with you about my journey with Younique and how things have really changed. And I know you saw my title about A players, and I'll get to that, but I want to share this really quick story. So, when I started with network marketing, I really how do I put this? I focused on talking to the wrong people. So I talked to the wrong people because I was talking to so when you're starting your business, you're really, really excited and you want to share with everybody. You're so excited and you want to tell everybody about this opportunity. And so, all my friends and family and whoever that was complaining, they hate their job, they need money, they're wanting to do more. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect opportunity for you. And I would share it with them and they would be like, oh no, those things don't work. So I was really focusing on the wrong people. And it's funny how, and let me go into that a little bit further. So I would talk to anyone about this opportunity, and most people who are broke right now, they have a negative mindset, and they're broke for a reason. They're broke because something's happened. I don't know. There's so many different situations that could happen, and don't get me wrong here. But I do find that the trend is with most people that are broke that they are already there because of things they've decided to do in their past. So whatever they've decided for their life in the past, things they did or didn't do, that is what's taken them to the point of being completely broke. So if it was on, they could do it if they could, if they were approached and told me that it doesn't work, like people who come to me like this kind of thing doesn't work. What I would say to them is they don't really have the right mindset going into this in the first place. So even girls that tried this in the beginning, that, they tried for a week and they're like, they tried for a month, they tried for a couple months, and then they come to me and say, yeah, this doesn't work. All I really want to say is, no, it's because you don't work. That's how this works. So when you don't work, you're not going to have income that's coming in. That's not how this is. So in the beginning, I really did talk to the wrong people. And that goes back to my title. So where people in the life, for the most part, they are there because of the actions they've taken. So wherever people are, wherever you are at right now in your life, you are there because of the actions that you have taken to get yourself to the point you're at right now. So whether that's, you're at home broke watching this, or you're already successful, then that is the point that you have taken yourself to from your other, from what you've done. Now, don't get me wrong, there's girls that come into this business completely broke, but the reason that they go from broke to doing very, very well, and I've seen it happen, is because they have decided that they are no longer going to be broke. They have changed their mindset about it. So going into my title, where my A players are at, I am looking for some A players. And what is an A player? So you're like, what is this crazy girl talking about? So I know that there are people watching right now that are people who are already well off. So people that are already successful in business, those are the people that have no free time. Those are the people I want to work with. And it sounds like the complete opposite of what we're always hearing. People that don't have enough time are the ones that are successful in this business. I am a prime example. I work full time. I already think that I am well off. When I came into this business, I think teachers are wealthy regardless of what anyone says. Teachers are wealthy. And maybe that is a mindset thing, but I've always thought that we are great. The income that we make for what we do is amazing. And, some people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's totally fine. That's their opinion. This is my opinion, and it's my video, so I don't care. But when I came into this business, I was already successful. So I was already what I thought wealthy. I was doing really well. So I started this because it was fun. I was enjoying it. I got free trips. I got free makeup. I had extra income. And I liked the idea of being completely financially free. Because when I want something, I will go out and get it. That is just how I've always been. So, I've always got goals that I'm working towards. But if I really want something, I'm going to push myself to go get it. And in order to do that, for a lot of things, unfortunately, in this world, you need money to do that. So this business was a window that opened up for me. And I'm like, wow. And just another quick example, just talking to a girl on my team tonight. She is doing very well with this business, and the point of her, and she does very well with her regular job. She's somebody who also works full time. She's a mom of two. She doesn't have free time, so she is like an A player in my business. She also just told me tonight, yeah, you know what? And I'm working towards any extra income that I make for this. I'm taking my kids to Disneyland. So she's got a goal in mind of what she wants from this business, but it's so important to have that. And those are the type of people that do well with this, and those are the people that I want to work with, and I know that there's some of you watching. So my A players, they will never say, so these are how I know people who are A players. They're never going to say, that looks too good to be true. Somebody who is an A player would not say, that looks too good to be true. They would want the facts. So they're not going to look at the successes that I've had with my business and say, well, that looks too good to be true. I can't do that. Somebody who is already an A player and a successful mindset is going to say, hey, how exactly does it work? I want to know more. How does the compensation work? How do you get paid? They're going to ask me the right questions. When those people come to me, I'm like, bam, A player right there. This person wants it. This person's going to do well. So A players are risk takers. Like, this business opportunity is not even a risk. Like, in my head, and maybe that's why I was like sold from the get-go, was because it wasn't even a risk to join. You get a makeup kit full of stuff. I don't have it all in here, but you get a makeup kit full of stuff. It's $119 and it's worth $337. When I joined, I'm like, sweet, this is this really good makeup sale that I just got, and I thought I was getting a deal, and that's why I joined this business. I was already, I guess, a risk taker. So when people are like, well, I can't really afford the kit, or I can't really afford to do this, well, you know what? Like, to me, I'm like, when you're getting a $200 in free makeup to start a business, then you're not already in the right mindset for this. You're already thinking about this the completely wrong way. So business people love these opportunities, okay? So they love this because you don't have an overhead cost. You don't have to pay to run your business out of an office. You don't have to pay employees. You don't have a startup cost. You don't have to get a loan. You don't have to do everything. Like, business owners are like, this is the best thing in the world. You work for yourself. That is who you work for. You have people on your team and you build relationships with them, but I don't look at, my team members are not my employees. I'm not their manager. I don't micromanage anybody. That's not my job. I lead them by example, and I'm friends with them. That's it. That's how this business is. So I have girls that I've become super close with. My own sponsor, we're like best friends. I'm best friends with her sponsor. It's mind-blowing to see that this business is literally about building relationships. And people who are already successful, so like doctors and lawyers and nurses and anybody who basically has a full-time job. But the big difference between someone who has a full-time job, because there's lots of girls on my team that have full-time jobs that don't meet success with this, and there's lots that do. And the big difference is the ones that meet success with this business don't have an employee mindset. They don't sign up and say, well, Sarah, I worked for 3 months and I worked like 8-9 hours a day and I'm not seeing immediate gratification because I'm not making like $17 an hour, so it's not working for me. If they see the bigger picture and the people that can visualize the bigger picture of what this business is, you don't need to work a 9 to 5 and you can make income. Will it be right away? For some girls it is. For some girls in their first year, they're making 6-figure incomes in this business, okay? So if you have that mindset that I'm going to push myself to the brink because I know that down the road it's going to be better for me and my family, then that is what you need to push yourself towards. But if you have the employee mindset like, well, I worked for like 3 weeks and I didn't make a huge amount of money, then you have the wrong mindset coming into this to begin with, and I'm not going to be able to work with you because I'm not going to be able to change your mindset until you change it. I don't change mindsets. That's on you. So I didn't sell a thing in my first 3 weeks. Did I give up? No. And then I started pushing myself further and further and further to promote, and I promoted 3 times in my first 3 months because I pushed myself and because I saw the bigger picture. I didn't have an employee mindset. I didn't look at this job as something that as immediate gratification. I looked at this job as something that was going to better my life in the future. And 2.5 years later, well, ladies and gents, I can say that that has done that and more some. So 99% of people that if I told you could make $2,000 to $4,000 a month would be like, I'm in. And 99% will say like that is a life-changing amount of money per month. And we're not allowed to share numbers on here, but if you're super curious to know what I make with this business, I'm an open book and instant message, because the people that ask me those types of questions are the people that are going to come to me with a business mindset and say, okay, like, okay, how does this work? What do you actually make? How does everything work? And I'm not going to explain that in this video. I want to talk to people on the phone, in person, at my house about this opportunity, because I know there are people watching right now that can do exactly what I'm doing. I am not business background. I am a teacher. So the biggest thing, so if it sounds like you, I have answers to your questions, because A players want facts. So like I just said, people who want to know about this are going to ask questions. So the biggest thing to remember is that you don't need to know anything about makeup. Like I sucked at makeup when I started. I still kind of feel like I suck. I can do it and I love helping people with it, but I'm not a makeup artist. I don't come out here and say like I am the pro at makeup. I don't have a business background. I knew nothing about business when I started, like zero. But I love to learn. I watched, I learned, and then I implemented things I learned into my business. And that's how come I'm sitting on live, totally comfortable right now, like being the most vulnerable I can be and telling you that anybody can do this with the right mindset. So have a positive mindset and know that nothing other than like have a positive mindset and know that you don't need anything in this business other than wanting to succeed. So like people who do really, really well, or like people who come in and they sign up and they say like, I have girls that write me and like, I'm going top of the company. Okay, perfect. I don't have to do anything at that point to change their mindset and, give them a little push. I don't mind giving girls a little push. Don't get me wrong. My team knows that. But if you don't take the advice I'm giving you and actually implement it into your business, then I'm useless to you. So you want to make sure coming into this that you have the drive to succeed, you have a positive mindset, you see that this is an opportunity. Anybody can do this. And it doesn't matter if you already work full time, if you're a stay-at-home mom. If you are somebody that sees the bigger picture in your life, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please reach out with questions. Comment below. I'll get back to you. I want to know where my A players are at.